Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we are here for To Be Hero X, episode 15. Yep, episode 15. Last episode, we got the conclusion to Lolly's arc, and it was interesting, to say the least. I'm very curious where this is going to go, because we didn't even see Lolly, how she got into be a top 10 hero. We never even saw that in her arc. So I'm very curious. It's probably going to be kind of interconnected and interweaved into the next couple arcs. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And also it was revealed aliens exist. All right. And so the overarching plot might involve aliens and an alien spacecraft that landed on Earth. And it's possible that they have something to do with the trust and fear factors and things like that. And we're trying to figure out how to nullify those and all the above. There's the Spotlight organization, which we saw was influencing that disco head dude, or seemingly was part of the reason that he rose to power so quickly was because of them, and they were trying to get him to do stuff for them to for them to push him back into power, but that obviously didn't happen because he seemingly failed. Anyway, there's a big operation going on where they're studying fear as well, but there's also now a metal that can like heavily defend against trust values and fear factors, which is very interesting too. So there's a lot going on right now, but I believe we are switching over to GHOSTBLADE, who was the stalker of last arc. No clue why that's happening. I'm sure we're going to get some explanation for why he was stalking them in this episode or throughout the course of his arc. But it's GHOSTBLADE time. He is rank 5 at the time of Lolly's arc. So yeah, we'll see how that goes with him in this episode. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Now, without further ado, step straight into To Be Hero X, episode 15. This is him. Never mind, that's GHOSTBLADE. Wow, he has no qualms murdering people, I see. Let him go. Eee. Lots of blood in this one already. Fucking Gojo? The first time I hear GHOSTBLADE speak, or like we get his inner thoughts, it's Gojo. Sick. Gojo and a trillion other characters. I'm assuming this will be every time I completed a mission. Silence had always been a luxury that I couldn't have. Oh my god. Told you don't mix pig's nuts and hearts in the same stir fry. Jesus. Child crying must mean that they're hungry. Feed them more meat. Damn, he basically just wants everybody to shut the fuck up. The more people will know. This kid has an incredibly cynical way of thinking in life very early on. Jesus. Have sensory nerve endings in there. Follicles and skin. The style in which they're doing this flashback is very creepy. I just really couldn't stand the noise. So he would do that before, you know, killing them, calm them down. But it has nothing to do with him wanting to be nice to Pig. It's just too fucking loud. Oh, Jesus. Went to a restaurant I frequent and saw this handsome guy. Anyone have his contact info? He looks like a regular at this restaurant. I wonder why I never noticed him before. Must be because I was too focused on the food. Wow. Didn't they say, one of the leaders say that GHOSTBLADE was like one of the first... No, that was in someone entirely else, right? I think GHOSTBLADE works under Rock. Yeah, GHOSTBLADE works under Rock, which is not the same people. he does not work with the people who made FOMO anymore, so GHOSTBLADE has nothing to do with FOMO, I don't think, right? Become the hero in everyone's hearts. Little girl Xiao Lindsay, I found out he works at the butcher shop. I snuck a short video of him. Boss gonna be 5 pounds of whatever's in this video. Heart. What did he? Hold on, I need to go back to that conversation now. Okay, wait, then what was their conversation they had about a person from FOMO being in the top 10? Am I misremembering? I don't think so. Oh, okay, it wasn't someone about becoming the top 10. It was talking about DJ Shindig. Okay. So yeah, he's talking about something else entirely. Hot pot with no cilantro. He's so focused when he's butchering meat. His knife work is experienced with a quiet demeanor and professional skill. I'm going to be a repeat customer from now on. Top star on FOMO. This looked like professional photography. I found out that when he's not busy working, he likes to spend time daydreaming. The cool kind, so I snuck a video of him. I did tell him in the end, and he even agreed to take a selfie with me. Silent icy precision, unique youth. Fast foodie Xiaoyi. Another day of looking at the cute guy. Boss, pack up all the meat. Us girls are buying everything today. So they're just like all stalking him. I don't think this is you being a laughing stock. But his trust value is going up. Yep. That's how easy people were to deceive. Damn. Yeah, you weren't even doing like literally anything. Could this be another situation of Rock manipulating a situation to get a hero under his belt? So they were envious of the quiet nature of himself, always by himself and stuff like that. Affective disorder. Damn, so the whole family kinda noticed that he was becoming like a big celebrity or something. It is interesting, he became a hero through FOMO, literally, because people kept noticing him. I'm just gonna make it so he literally can't talk, because like people perceive him as like the quiet type. He like literally cannot talk or some shit like that. Two things from this. The more difficult it was to talk. Ooh. So Shan got in contact with him first. Why did he agree to work under Rock though? Can he literally not speak? Damn, he noped the fuck out of there. Yeah. The coolest name, GHOSTBLADE. So does he not lose his trust value from this? Because he gained his trust value from people seeing him on the FOMO app working at a butcher shop. Never search for any information. Well, yeah, this guy's mentality is so warped. Jesus Christ. He knew they were definitely the ones in the wrong purely from the fact that they were noisy. Everything relates back to noise for him. Read this wrong. Dude, the visuals this episode are crazy. Holy shit. Like, this is actually crazy. This is wrong. Knowing too much is also wrong. So many unique character designs, like all flashing there with the people's eyes and shit. Dude, we are 5 minutes into this episode. This episode's already insane. Oh. Seems like he managed to keep his trust value up. I'm a little curious about how he's doing that, but his trust. Holy fuck! This is the kaiju literally that Queen and Lucky Xion were driving by, right? Interesting. How that's getting brought back now. This is another one of his targets. Year 23 after commission. Was a hostage I rescued by Bagel Alley after I became a hero. She became my wife. What? He's got a wife and he's stalking the girl from what? Makes me even more confused what he was doing what he's doing. Or did somebody maybe hit me? Oh, he's an assassin. Maybe somebody had a hit laid out on her. Maybe somebody had paid for a hit on her. I don't know. But then why did he get so shocked when he saw Lolly? I have so many questions, man. I'm loving the style of this. Oh, so he took her hostage right there. She's just not phased at all. Seems like she's gonna be a perfect fit for him. Also very quiet. Did he fall in love on first sight? Ah, she's literally perfect for him, and he's perfect for her. I was even worried that the neon lights illuminating her face would startle her. Still looking at the phone. She just walks right by. Then I just spit everywhere. Wow. I understood. And so they just went and no words with each other, just completely silent. Went to dinner with each other, went to movies. Was a silent mutual understanding. Aww, they got married. I mean, I know he said my wife, but like, they haven't spoken to each other before. But she did speak in that one scene just a second ago. But leading up to that, she hadn't spoke. She's still on her phone even when they're getting married. Has she ever once looked away from her phone to see who she's with? Still on her phone, just texting away. She texted him. I do. She texted him, I do. Well, then she looked at him there. Oh, did she get sick? Oh, no. Damn, so she literally never once spoke to him. They spoke through text messages. Oh, okay, nothing serious. Oh, shit. That got a reaction out of her. It was like watching a movie halfway. Damn, so y'all were clapping cheeks? Were you just dead silent while doing that? I can just imagine her phone out, him phone out. They're texting back and forth while doing the deed. This first episode. Oh, his profile picture is them. This first episode of GHOSTBLADE is so cinematic. Is she his daughter? Because this is year 23. That is a long time ago from where Lolly's arc occurs. I think, at least. I think Lolly's arc is like year 36, 39. Are we in year 40? We might have been even be in like year 44 because the girl, I forget her name. I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting her name. But the girl who's close with Lolly, she is like just graduated college, if I'm not mistaken. Like freshly out of college. So, I think she might be his daughter and he just doesn't know how to communicate with her. And so he's stalking her, and that's why I'm not sure why that would have anything to do with when Lolly's mask comes off and she's revealed to be like a young girl that he like freaks out. Maybe because like, I don't know, maybe he thought Lolly was going after his daughter or something like that, so he thought he had to fight back to save her. Then he realized that wasn't the case, and so he noped out of there. But I think he is her father, and that's why he's like following her around, because he's now all of a sudden he wants to talk or something like that, but he doesn't know how to because he's been so focused on silence the entire time. I'm just guessing, but I'm wondering what else it really could be. Yes, it was No. That's right. That's her name. Wang No, I think. They think independence was a cool thing. She's finally talking to him a bit. I mean, yeah, because she's pregnant now. She got to get serious. Those beliefs can be a shame. Which is the last thing that he wants. Oh god! He has some bad trauma from his childhood with all of them. The styling this episode, it's actually so good. It's like stylistically and atmospherically, this might be the best episode of the entire show. I wonder if what's gonna happen is he's gonna leave his wife because like of her wanting to get like back with their family, and that is like the last thing he wants to do. He's gonna leave her, she's gonna get sick and like die or something like that, and so then he's gonna try and, you know, get to know his daughter, but it ends up coming off as him being a stalker. Ah, god, yeah, the way they're doing this, I can understand, man. This is brutal. I really, okay, so this does frame it as if it's a trust value thing. Like, he literally cannot talk because of his trust value. Maybe at least nod or something. That didn't get subtitles. Oh, it's just nod or something. Damn, daughter, yep. That way you get to keep your peace and quiet. Damn, so she leaves. She got out of that, like, cool aesthetic. She got out of all that when she got pregnant, and he couldn't. Oh my god. He's that badly traumatized from all that shit. They have such a nice place, though. Oh my god. My family was involved. Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to sound like that's an ass, like being an asshole or something, but because your family did seem horribly overwhelming, but you do also very much have a problem. You're stuck in this middle ground where not even a middle ground. He's just stuck. He can't change for his wife or his kid or anything like that. All I know is what I should do. Aww. So he watched them from afar to protect them, basically. The tree. Yeah, that's definitely her. That's No. And that was her name from last episode. So the mom changed for their daughter, but he never could. But he did what he could and watched over them to protect them. Aww. Understand why my father observed more than he participated when teaching me to butcher pigs. Yeah, this was like happy birthday. I was understood what was. Wait, but he's in a picture there with his daughter. Interesting. So it seems like maybe he was actually involved. I'm confused now because this picture is very clearly him there with her and the wife. It's understood what was left behind in Sheng's words and eyes right before he died. Yeah, he wanted the daughter to be his. I believe he was talking about his child to be left alive or somebody to be left alive. Okay, yep, now we're here. So she noticed him and thought he was being a stalker. This is where he met the wife. Oh my god, now we get the context to the scene? Oh my god. That's crazy. The actual context to this is crazy. It's you! Yeah, so he thought that Lolly was stalking her. Oh my god. That's crazy. The misunderstanding there is nuts. Dude, you're not being secretive. She knows you're following you. She blatantly knows you are following her. Yeah, so he completely misunderstood. Damn, seeing this in a whole different context now. Yeah, he sees like an evil smile. Now harassing No is more wrong than anything else. It's you! Oh my god, the misunderstanding here is crazy. Oh! Yeah, okay, so now we're basically getting this entire fight from a different perspective, which is cool. Yo, it's like a whole different art style too. Yo, this OST. Damn! I can't tell which is from the same. I honestly think even some of the same cuts might be animated in a different style. You gotta be knocked the helmet off. Yep, okay. The subtitles were a little bit off there by Crunchyroll, but yes, she calls him a creep and tells him to get lost. And then he notices it's a young girl. Yes. They're running from you. Yep, he ran away immediately. And you picked that as her birthday present. Damn. So they do still associate from time to time, clearly. Damn, did you ever really care about her at all? Have you ever really understood her? Damn. I mean, I feel sympathy for him, but at the same time, he did this to himself. His wife wanted to change. He could have brought up his concerns about, like, I don't want to go see my family. I'm sure she would have accepted that. I'm certain she would have been like, okay, you got issues with your family. I understand. I'm not going to force you to go see your family. But yeah, he just couldn't at the time get over what he'd gone through as a kid and the issues that he has with them, and as a person, the issues that he has as himself. And yeah, resulted in him basically losing his wife and kid when she wanted to move on. He's always watched them from afar, seemingly, and maybe even gotten close to them every now and then. Like that one picture of her when she was a kid, and she was like leaning into him and he was kind of like leaning away. That might have been one of the only times as a kid that she really wanted to see her father before, you know, he became dead to her, because he was just never around. Some questions that can only be answered when they're answered out loud. Yep, he literally could not speak, and that's what the wife said earlier. I know you can't talk. That she said, I know you can't talk yet, because she assumed that if he went off the grid, he would lose his trust value and then be able to speak again. All the stuffed animals and everything, yeah. So this is why it comes off as a stalker. He was trying to understand her and what she likes and all the above. This looks really stalkerish out of context, like we saw last episode. Yep. Oh, he was at least he's trying to amend his mistake that he made. Every song by your favorite. Why is it gonna make me tear up? This is oh my god, why is this actually really sweet? It's just, he comes off like such a stalker, even if he's genuinely trying to get to know his daughter better, to amend his mistakes that he made all those years ago. Which at this point, like I said, she's probably 20, at least 20. Yeah, it's been a long time. Thoughts change constantly. Yeah, because he doesn't fundamentally understand how a person's emotions work. He doesn't realize that, yeah, people what they like and their hobbies and all the above do change consistently. Obviously, there's some hobbies that are like lifelong ones, but, you know, like things you're interested in for a short period of time, that changes all the time. Who influenced these changes on her? So they started hanging out, and that's when he figured out who she was. Yeah, he was there. Best friend, huh? We're seeing a bunch of events with Lolly and her and No that we never saw before, actually. Weird clothes, all-nighters, bad influence. And yep, this is when they spot him. Those who reshape one's life aren't their parents. Yeah, that's very true. Though parents have the most impact on their kid's life in the kid's childhood. But as the kid grows older, yes, everybody else in their life, as they begin to branch off from their parents, those people are going to have the most major impact on their lives. But that doesn't mean the parents from their childhood didn't have an already major impact. What happens in your childhood a lot of times sticks with you all the way into adulthood. And she rarely drank. Yep, spotted, buddy. They saw you, dude. The scene from his context is so funny, because he has no idea what they're talking about in there. Being swayed by a bad influence. Oh my god, this is... I actually love this. This might be my favorite episode in a long time. And this is when he made that phone call, but he literally couldn't speak. Yeah. This is when he called her, and she picked up. And yep, that's why he was just huffing and puffing, because he literally cannot speak. And just the context with the fact that he was trying so hard to talk to her, but he just literally can't. Oh my god. Curious when Ghostblade became a hero working under rock. We never saw that scene. Yeah. Because he was calling Nuo. He was in a call with his daughter. And he knows that's where his daughter works. I guess it's literally just pronounced no. Oh, she's gonna... That's interesting. Ghostblade is gonna see how Lolly and her father interact. Literally her father. They have the same exact hair. That's crazy. They literally have the same exact hair color. And eye color as well. Oh god. That was not a good face he was making there. So this is right after that. So Ghostblade is gonna come along. Oh, that's how he's getting involved more. Oh, huh. I don't trust Rock at all, but Ghostblade should be interesting. Good episode, man. I don't know how many episodes Ghostblade is gonna have, but unironically, he might be one of my favorite characters. He fucked up real bad with his wife and then, you know, his child's childhood, but he is trying to make up for it and failing, kind of, which I think is sweet. Oh yeah, I just realized we never saw what went on when he saw that kaiju. Ghostblade literally saw that kaiju earlier in this episode, and we never saw where that went. That's interesting. We literally never saw where that went, even though he saw that kaiju, that same one that Queen and Lucky Xion saw. He saw that, but we never saw that go anywhere. I wonder if that's gonna come back here in a bit. Ooh, okay. Honestly, that was my favorite episode in a minute. That really drew me back into everything going on, the way it connected, everything that went on during Lolly's arc, gave Ghostblade a lot of character, and then it also connected it to what happened in Lucky Xion and Queen's arc, although we didn't fully see that play out with him spotting the kaiju. A lot of stuff going on, and now he's going to be involved with the wreckage as well. Very curious to see where this goes. I actually really enjoyed this episode. I don't know how to put it. I've enjoyed every episode of this show, but I feel like it's been kind of losing me a little bit. Like, my two favorite arcs are still Nice or Linlings and Yangchas. Those are still my two favorite arcs in the show. And so since then, I've still enjoyed the show, but I feel like it's kind of been losing me a little bit here and there. I'm definitely not as invested as I was in the beginning, but this episode tying a lot of things in. I really like Ghostblade's character, and like I just said, the way it tied things in. I really feel like this brought back my investment a little bit. I'm hoping they can keep this up. But yeah, I don't have much else to add here. We'll see where this goes. But I think this is going to wrap it up for my reaction to To Be Hero X episode 15. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.